Alright, a little bit on drum brakes here. This is just going to be a quick one. I'm not going to actually show how to put them together and whatnot and everything. But you ever go to try and change your drum brakes and you'll find that the brake drum is stuck on there. It'll wiggle, but it will not come off. I'll show you why it won't come off and how to prevent it the next time. The drum always hangs over the brake shoe by a little bit. You can see where the brakes have been touching here, but they don't touch here. So over time, this actually wears a lip right here, and the brake shoes will get stuck on here when you're trying to pull the drum off, as long as the adjusters are working properly, which luckily on this thing, the adjusters, nothing worked. It was all seized up. So if that does happen and you can't get the drum off, right here is your adjuster. Now on the other side of this plate in the back, this backing plate right here, there is a rubber plug. Don't mind the camera footage here. I'm crawling all over the floor to show you this. Right there. That's that rubber plug right there. You would pull that out, okay, and turn the adjuster. You're gonna go up on this side. Now each side's different. You have to figure that out for yourself, which side's up and which side's down. But on this one, you would just turn it up till it loosens the brakes up completely. You could pull the drum off, or you could just go about the method of forcing them off, which is typically what I do, because you're going to replace the brakes anyway. So I beat the living hell out of it with a hammer and pry bar and everything else, and I just force it off. But that would, I guess you'd call, be the professional method, to pull this plug out and loosen up the adjuster so the brakes close. But once you get all that done, so that it doesn't happen to you the next time, grind this lip off and put a chamfer on here, just from here out. That way it never builds that lip up again, and I'll show you how to do that here in a minute when I get my tools set up. This is what I'm going to use to grind these with, an angle. It's a 90-degree die grinder with a heavy sanding pad. And I forgot to mention, if you're going to go about the method of pulling that plug to loosen that up, you got to get in there with a screwdriver. They may actually make brake adjustment tools that have angles on them for getting in there. I forgot to say that. And got a sanding pad. You can use a regular grinder, you know, a file, whatever you have to use to do it. Believe me, it makes it a lot easier. And then it's easier to adjust them too once you get it done, because you're going to pull the drum on and off while you're adjusting the brakes to make sure. And if they get close to that lip, you're going to have trouble getting it on and off and whatnot. So here we go. Okay, there you go. That is the finished product. You see right there where I ground. I don't know if the camera will pick up that slight chamfer that's on there. It's not much, but it's enough for what I want. And yes, I was wearing safety glasses, in case anybody was wondering.